Hello, friends. Today I want to talk about the Druid changes in Monsters and Memories, and specifically I want to talk about the Bear Companion. The class redesign explained,
Druids had a lot going on. While working on this update, we wanted to focus on keeping them strong and familiar, but thin down some areas that felt unnecessary. Here are the main things that were removed with the update.
most of the updates fair, totally reasonable. But then I hit this specific devastating sentence in the patch notes.
Bear pet. Somewhere along the way, we ended up with more pets than we ever intended. Ultimately, this didn't feel like a key part of the Druid class, but we may still revisit it in the future as we know players love pets.
And just like that, Birch was gone. Birch is my bear. Birch is my friend. Birch is my emotional support wildlife. And if there's anyone in this game that needs an emotional support animal, it's me. I'm a mess. Now, some of you are probably watching this thinking, Penny, calm down. It's just a collection of pixels. And to that, I say two very specific things. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, you clearly do not understand my deep, lifelong psychological relationship with digital creatures. Because when I was a kid back in the 90s, I had a Tamagotchi. I fed it, I cared for it, I loved it with every ounce of my childhood heart. And then, one tragic afternoon, the battery died. And with it, so did my little digital friend. I cried for days. Actual calendar days. I was a grieving child mourning a keychain. So apparently I have always been emotionally vulnerable to a collection of pixels. Which brings us back to Birch. His full name was Birch. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. His full... His full name was Birch Bear because Birch Beer. And because I'm exactly the kind of person who thinks that's hilarious. But Birch wasn't just a pet, he was my companion. When I was wandering around the world getting hopelessly lost, Birch was always there. When I accidentally pulled more monsters than I could handle, Birch was there. Everyone in my group knew Birch, but he would go off and aggro something stupid, living his best bear life. Was the bear essential to the Druid class? Maybe not. Was it balanced? I have no idea. Was it thematically necessary? Well, apparently the developers don't think so. But emotionally, it was everything. Now, I want to be clear. I understand the reasoning. The team is trying to streamline I understand the reasoning. The team is trying to streamline classes. They're trying to give each class a stronger identity. They're removing things that don't fit in their long-term vision. As a game designer, that makes sense. As a player, I am experiencing grief. I am somewhere between denial and bargaining. I haven't reached acceptance. Acceptance is for people who have bears. And the design notes say we may revisit this in the future because players love pets. Good, because I am players, at least one of them, and I would like the official record to show that I loved that bear. The developers probably expected feedback about balance or utility or class identity. Instead, they're getting a grown woman making an emotional memorial video. So I do understand why the change happened, and I respect the design process, But I need you to know that there is now a birch-shaped hole in my heart. And if bear pets ever return to Monsters and Memories, I will be there waiting, probably crying again. So until next time, keep exploring. And if you see a bear wandering, I can't finish. This is a hard line to finish. Until next time, keep exploring, and if you see a bear wandering the wilderness alone, tell him that he misses him.